Ever found yourself pondering about what ganglia are and their role in our bodies? Well, today we're going to unravel the mystery behind these intriguing aggregations of nerve cells. Ganglia are fascinating structures found in diverse locations throughout our bodies, from the posterior roots of our spinal nerves to the sensory roots of several cranial nerves and even within our sympathetic nervous system. Imagine a substance of reddish-gray hue traversed by a network of white nerve fibers. That's what a ganglion looks like when observed closely. They come in a wide array of forms and sizes, from large ones nestled in the cavity of our abdomen to microscopic ones scattered across the nerves leading to our various organs. Each one is swathed in a smooth, firm sheath, a protective envelope made of dense areolar tissue, which extends numerous processes into the ganglion's interior to support its blood supply. Now that we've got a basic understanding of what ganglia are, let's delve deeper into their structure. You might be intrigued to know that all ganglia share a similar structure. Now, when we say ganglia, we're referring to small aggregations of nerve cells that we can find in various parts of our body. They range in size and shape, from the largest in our abdomen to the smallest that our naked eye can't even see. These nerve cell clusters are enveloped in a smooth, firm sheath made of dense areolar tissue. This protective layer is continuous with the perineurium of the nerves, and it sends numerous processes into the interior to support the blood vessels that feed the ganglion. Inside, all ganglia are essentially similar. They consist of nerve cells and nerve fibers, each with a nucleated sheath that continues with the neurolemma of the nerve fiber it's connected to. In the ganglia of the spinal nerves, the nerve cells are piriform or pear-shaped, each boasting a single process. This process splits in a T-shaped manner within the ganglion itself, with one limb turning into the medulla spinalis and the other heading out to the periphery. On the other hand, the nerve cells in the sympathetic ganglia are multipolar, with one axis cylinder process and several dendrons. The axon exits the ganglion as a non-medullated nerve fiber. These types of cells can also be found in the ganglia connected with the trigeminal nerve, making these ganglia the cranial portions of the sympathetic system. The sympathetic nervous system includes those parts of the nervous mechanism where a medullated nerve fiber from the central system goes to a ganglion, either sympathetic or peripheral. From these ganglia, usually non-medullated fibers distribute to structures such as blood vessels, which are not under voluntary control. It's worth noting that there are certain differences between the spinal and sympathetic ganglia. They differ in the size and disposition of cells and the number of nerve fibers entering and leaving them. In the spinal ganglia, the nerve cells are larger and mainly collected in groups near the periphery. The fibers, which are mostly medullated, pass through the central portion of the ganglion. In contrast, the sympathetic ganglia have smaller cells distributed in irregular groups throughout the whole ganglion. The fibers here are also irregularly scattered. With that, we've unpacked the complex structure of ganglia, but what function do they serve in our bodies? Ganglia are not just complex structures, they perform important functions in our bodies. Ganglia, these small aggregations of nerve cells, are essentially the unsung heroes of our nervous system. Their primary role is to act as relay stations, transmitting information between different parts of the nervous system. Now let's delve a little deeper and explore their specific functions. They are particularly significant in the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for our body's automatic or involuntary responses. Picture a medullated nerve fiber, a nerve fiber covered in a layer of myelin for insulation and speed, originating from the central nervous system. This fiber passes on to a ganglion, which in turn sends out usually non-medullated fibers. These fibers are then distributed to various structures in our body. But what makes this process special? The key lies in the fact that these structures, to which the fibers are distributed, are not under voluntary control. These include our heart, blood vessels, and other internal organs. So, The ganglia essentially control the involuntary functions of our body, from the beating of our heart to the constriction or dilation of our blood vessels. Whether it's responding to a sudden drop in blood pressure or controlling your heartbeat during an intense workout, ganglia are always there, working tirelessly behind the scenes. So ganglia play a crucial role in our nervous system, regulating involuntary control. Let's take a moment to summarize what we've learned about ganglia. These small nerve cell aggregations found in various parts of our body play a crucial role in our nervous system. Their structure, consisting of nerve cells and fibers, varies slightly depending on their location. They function as relay points, transmitting messages between our body and brain. From our sensory roots to the sympathetic nerves, ganglia are essential for our bodily functions. And there you have it, a brief yet detailed insight into ganglia and their role in our bodies. Stay curious, keep learning,